Are saluting those MVPs, most valuable pops in your life. And did you know James Garfield, he actually enjoyed jumping on the bed with his kids, or that FDR's children had to make an appointment just to talk to him? Those are just a few of the tidbits of history that you'll be able to learn in First Dad's Parenting and Politics, from George Washington to Barack Obama. And we are joined now live in the studio with the author, Joshua Kendall, who joins us now. Welcome.
Oh, pleasure to be with you, Ryan.
It's great to have you here. Of course, you went to Yale and you have a lot of Connecticut connections here.
Yeah.
But let's jump right into it. When writing this book, is there a lot of connection between parenting styles and presidential styles?
Yes, often the presidents are the same way with their kids as they are with the country. Harry Truman and Barack Obama were very nurturing. Harry Truman's daughter described herself as a total daddy's girl.
No kidding.
And Truman was nurturing to the country. He was a connector. And like Obama, he was criticized for trying to get along with everyone in Congress and for not being tough enough. But he really just tried to connect with the American people, just the same way he did with his daughter.
Let's talk first about FDR. Seemed like a guy who was a little preoccupied if he had to make meetings with his kids.
Yeah, so the largest category, not surprisingly, most presidents are pretty driven and they think about politics all the time. LBJ said he thought about politics only 18 hours a day. Franklin Roosevelt was of that type, and he really didn't spend much time with his daughter, Anna, and she felt kind of neglected.
And it's interesting because I'm sure a lot of viewers watching at home can relate that to your own personal life, a lot of different parenting styles. Another one that we want to mention, playful pals, as you call them in the book. Right. Ulysses S. Grant, he was quite a playful guy?
Yeah, we think of Grant as a general, and he was kind of a brutal general who had to bring the Civil War to an end. But he loved playing with his kids. Another example is Teddy Roosevelt. He would often stop work at 3 o'clock and then go up to the attic and play tag with his sons in the White House.
How about somebody who's currently serving, President Obama? What are your thoughts on him?
Yeah, President Obama, like Harry Truman, is very nurturing. And whatever one thinks about his policies, most Americans are proud that he's a very good dad. But some Americans are kind of tired of him. They think he's a little bit too sweet. And in this election, Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton are more preoccupied parents, like the FDR or LBJ model. They're thinking about politics all the time.
How do the parenting styles differ between Hillary and Donald Trump? How are they different?
Hillary and Donald Trump are both kind of the same. Donald Trump is a bit more authoritarian than Hillary. In the book, I describe a type of parent as the tiger dad. He's kind of bossing the kids around.
We've heard a lot about tiger moms. But
exactly.
Tiger dads.
Yeah, Amy Chua, the law professor, that's where I came up with the tiger dad.
Sure.
But dads can be very tough too, and John Adams was a classic tiger dad. He said to his son, John Quincy, you're either going to be president or you're going to be a failure. John Quincy was up to the challenge, but his brothers didn't do so well, and they had alcohol. They became alcoholics, but John Quincy Adams became president, and he was a tiger dad as well.
You actually interviewed Donald Trump's kids?
I interviewed Eric Trump, and Donald Trump, his kids, the real connection with his kids is through work. And that was the same with FDR and LBJ. LBJ's daughter used to read the Congressional Record as a teenager. She wanted FaceTime with her father, and the only way they could connect is through work. And the same with the Trump kids. They were going to construction sites at age 10, and they're all VPs of his organization. So that's the kind of preoccupied parent where they connect through work rather than nurturing. Obama seems to really want to listen to his girls, and apparently Malia wants to become a filmmaker, and she's kind of doing her own thing. But preoccupied parents have kids that kind of follow in their footsteps.
Really interesting stuff here today on the show, Joshua. Thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you guys check out the book. It is called First Dads, available at Amazon.com or any local bookseller. And actually tomorrow there's a cool event that you guys can check out at the New Haven Museum, 5:30 p.m., a little meet and greet, and you can meet Joshua, maybe get a little autograph as well. So really interesting stuff. Thank you one more time for joining us here today on CT Style.
It's been a pleasure.
Absolutely. Therese, we're going to send things over to you. Looks like you have some treats over there.
Yeah.